NCIS?
AFP, Australian Federal Police.
We can have a problem here. Down there with the world's most venomous snake.
You gotta be kidding me.
Welcome to Australia.
We got the place surrounded!
Hands on your head!
This is part of a rogue state, terrorists.
And what's worse?
In NCIS, Sydney Season 2, Mackey's character undergoes significant development, revealing a more vulnerable side that strengthens her relationship with JD. In a pivotal moment during the season's premiere, Mackey confides in JD that she has a son, Trey, whom she had at 17. This revelation not only marks a shift in Mackey's typically reserved nature but also signifies growing trust between her and JD. Their shared experiences as parents deepen their connection, with Mackey's past allowing her to better understand JD's own emotional struggles. This shift hints at a more open and supportive dynamic between them as the season progresses. NCIS, Sydney Season 2's major Mackey change is great news for JD. Mackey's latest update in NCIS, Sydney, is good news for JD and their blossoming personal relationship. NCIS, Sydney Season 2 has had a great start after immediately continuing the storyline from the NCIS, Sydney Season 1 finale with Rankin's betrayal following Jack's kidnapping. The NCIS spin-off has wasted no time in continuing the action that made Season 1 so great, but it has also added a twist to Mackey's character. Among NCIS, Sydney's characters, Mackey is the most reserved, but she did slowly start to open up to her team leading up to last season's finale. NCIS, Sydney Season 2 seems to be continuing this trend as, right from the beginning, it has begun showing Mackey's vulnerable side. This is not only great for Mackey's character development, but it also means great things about her relationship with her NCIS/AFP team and her relationship with JD, which is growing stronger by the minute. Mackey reveals she has a son in NCIS, Sydney Season 2's premiere. She had him when she was 17 years old. In a surprising turn of events, Mackey reveals she has a son named Trey in NCIS, Sydney Season 2's premiere. While she and JD are sitting together in Mackey's apartment as a way to discuss the details of Rankin's case in private after they were both suspended, she gets a call from Trey. JD insists she answer the call as if he were not there, and Mackey later reveals that the caller was not a love interest, but rather her 17-year-old son. In a vulnerable moment that is out of character for Mackey, she tells JD that she had him when she was 17 and that Trey is the best mistake I ever made. NCIS, Sydney Season 1 hinted about Mackey's secret past, but Season 2 is finally allowing a glimpse into what that means. Mackey's vulnerability may be unusual for her character, but it is a welcome surprise and may mean that NCIS, Sydney Season 2 might dive deeper into the NCIS, Sydney characters' lives. Mackey's revelation points to a growing trusting relationship with JD in Season 2. Mackey and JD are continuously getting closer. Mackey's revelation in NCIS, Sydney Season 2's premiere means that she trusts JD. She easily could have lied and told JD it was her partner, her mother, or even a close friend calling. The fact that she made the decision to tell JD that it was her son on the phone is a great sign of the direction of their friendship. Mackey even admitted that if Trey had not called, she probably would not have told JD she had a son. NCIS, Sydney's Mackey and JD are getting closer, but their relationship is still not fully vulnerable yet. Mackey's vulnerability points to her growing trusting relationship with JD. It is especially noteworthy that Mackey went into detail about her son, his age, and the details surrounding their relationship. As a private person, Mackey only shares information on a need-to-know basis. When she revealed her dark history with the Navy in NCIS, Sydney Season 1, it was to encourage a suspect to open up. However, this moment has a noticeable difference. Mackey shared this information with JD because she wanted to, not because she had to. She feels comfortable enough to open up to him. As a result, Mackey's vulnerability points to her growing trusting relationship with JD. What Mackey's experience as a parent means for her and JD in NCIS, Sydney. Mackey and JD's shared knowledge adds to Mackey's vulnerability. Mackey's revelation about having a son also points to a deeper understanding between her and JD. When JD's son, Jack, was kidnapped in NCIS, Sydney Season 1's finale, Mackey showed an intense level of dedication to solving the case and helping her teammate reunite with his son. While this would be expected of any NCIS/AFP member, Mackey's personal history adds a layer of emotion to the scene. Mackey knows what it means to have a child and worry about anything happening to them, so she could understand JD's pain in a way the others maybe could not. Mackey and JD's shared knowledge of what it is like to be a parent could also be another reason why Mackey felt comfortable enough to tell JD about her son. Being vulnerable is hard, but it is easier when the other person has gone through similar events. NCIS, Sydney's Mackey knew that JD would understand why she had never mentioned anything before. She wants to protect herself and Trey by keeping her information hidden. However, she also knew that JD would be understanding and would be able to empathize with her situation, as Mackey was able to empathize with JD's.